It's Week 4 of the 2022 season. Coming up, we'll see Carson Wentz. Got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Commanders and the Cowboys on EA Sports.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 16 carries, 127 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little game. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Throwing, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Prescott off play action. Being chased out left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Prescott to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the 7th-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His 3rd NFL team, Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz and the Washington Commanders are hoping to provide stability for each other starting in 2022. It's the 3rd team in 3 years for Wentz and the 4th start in 4 years for Washington. The big thing with Wentz has always been staying on the field. And last season in Indianapolis, he played a full 17 games, leading the Colts to a 9-8 record and almost into the playoffs.
Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. Room here to run. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He gets it to Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the draw, it's Gibson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 15 carries, 55 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Wentz going to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They were winners last week, defeating the New York Giants. They lead this one as well right now as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Deron Payne able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Johnson to return it.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2.
And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Micah Parsons was drafted as an off-the-ball linebacker, but the Cowboys discovered he might be pretty good at this pass rusher thing as well. 13 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, and unanimously won the Rookie of the Year on the defensive side of the ball.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing now is Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
To throw, it's Wentz. Under pressure, they got him again.
Jabril Cox.
The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Prescott.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Able to hit his target Lamb. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Here's Prescott. And this is incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. To throw is Prescott.
He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. That's caught at the 3. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And he is going to lose yardage here. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. James Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it's James Washington who finishes things with a touchdown reception.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Wentz. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Wentz.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a...
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
52 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. On first down, right back to Gibson.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They'll go again with Gibson. Gets hit, and he fumbles it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this 3rd quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
When the Dallas Cowboys traded Amari Cooper, it was certainly a sign of the faith that they have in Michael Gallup to step up and be that type of weapon across from C.D. Lamb. He hit 1,100 yards back in 2019, but missed half of last year with a pair of injuries. He steps up here and moves the chains.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes our score 17-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand.
And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Toss left to Elliott. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On play action, Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz.
That's into the hands of his tight end Bates.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A run here for J.D. McKissick.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And checking in on what's going on up in the Meadowlands.
Washington on 3rd down.
Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Daniel Jones, 2 touchdown passes to lead the way. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing is Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Another big play here as they strike for 31.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Wentz bringing the Commanders out for 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Wentz. Got a man. It's Gibson complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wentz. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz looking for Dodson, and he's got him. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Wentz now on 1st down. The throw taken in by Sims. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. 2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. Wentz to throw again. Touchdown! Logan Thomas, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Well, Prescott here to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Washington.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Prescott to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And the lead will hold at 10. And that miss should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much.